Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. We're gonna do a summer book rec video, if that makes sense to you. We're gonna start now with I think one of the most summery book series that we've had in not in a while, but it's been a while since it came out, but that everybody has loved recently, and that is The Summer I Turned Pretty. So I'm bringing out the dinosaur covers. I do have the new covers. They're also here if you can see them. But I decided to show you guys the original covers. So we have The Summer I Turned Pretty. We have It's Not Summer Without You. And We'll Always Have Summer. So this is a really fun like summer series. I read it in high school, so it was a long time ago before like the show even came out. But I think the show brought back that love from the movies. Hold up, guys. Okay, I turned off the air because it was like blowing in my face and it was driving me insane. It's such a fun series. So Belly, her mom, and her brother go every summer to Susanna's like beach house. Where the two boys are there, Conrad and Jeremiah, and is in love with Conrad, and so many things happen. But it's such a fun summary series. If you can read it by the beach or anything, that'd be great. So I had read these two books, just like regular, and We'll Always Have Summer. I read it on a cruise when I went that year, and it was honestly so beautiful, so amazing. 10 out of 10, recommend it. So this is our first series that I'm recommending. The next book I'm recommending that feels like such a fun summer read is Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I love this book and I love this series. I feel like it's just so good and like so great in like so many ways. So honestly, it's a fun read. So she is obsessed with rom-coms. That was her thing with her mom. Her mom passed away and she just she still wants that rom com love, and she ends up finding it, obviously, which is so much fun. This is a YA book, just like The Summer I Turned Pretty, but sometimes YA books are just so easy and fluffy to read during the summer that they're just like perfect. At least I feel like they're perfect, so I love me a little YA book. And any Lynn Painter YA book, I have all of them, and the last one that came out, Fixed Skating, is in my TBR for July, so just read Lynn Painter. And in the topic of a summer book, we have The Do Over by Lynn Painter. I did tab this one. This was a very fun read. It technically takes place on Valentine's Day, so it's not a summer book, but it gives like a little like summery romance vibe. I don't know. I love the book. I love the story. I'm not big on like the Groundhog Day of like the day repeating itself again and again and again. I don't really like that concept, but she did it so well in this book that it didn't even feel like the same day was happening again, you know? So honestly, like I said, any Lynn Painter book, even if it's not based like primarily during the summer, is such a fun summery read. I read all of these books like when I go fishing with my boyfriend and stuff like that because they're just a fun, quick read to read while you're outside. It's perfect. So grab this, sit outside, read it. You'll have a blast. You'll have the time of your life, honestly. I love her books so much. I'm sorry if you hear the thunder. It is like dry thundering because it's not even raining or anything, but it is what it is. So this is a more recent read of mine, but I thought it was just a fun and great book. And we have the 7 year slip, which does technically take place in the summer. So it's just a fun time. She moves into her aunt's apartment. Her aunt passed away. Her aunt was like her best friend and she like loved her aunt. She wanted to be like her aunt, like free spirited and everything, but her aunt had told her a story when she was younger that the apartment sometimes takes you 7 years back into the past. And she thought she was crazy, but she's like, oh, I hope it happens and I get to see my aunt again. But she gets taken back to like 7 years in the summer where her and her aunt were technically on a trip. And then she meets this guy, and the rest is history. Honestly, it's so good. And I kept forgetting the guy was Ginger. Like, honestly, slipped my mind every time. And every time she would say it, I'd be like, so I would just think of Linguini from Ratatouille because he's also a chef. So come on, even though Remy is the chef, but you know what I mean. Okay, guys. So then we had the iconic Done and Dusted series. Yes, the whole series. No, they don't exactly take place in the summer, but like I feel like romance is so summer coded. So like the whole list is basically mainly summer books. I mean, romance books. But we have Done and Dusted, which I loved. I loved how they talked about her anxiety and mental health in this book. I think it was great. I think the talks of mental health just really give it that extra like pizzazz, you know what I mean? Then we have Swift and Saddled, and here they do talk about his depression. And like I said, I love it. I love it. I love talking about mental health. We have Lost and Lassoed, which this one's single dad. Yes, single dad with her best friend. The first one is the main character and like a brother's best friend. The second one is the brother with like an artist. And then Wild and Rheingold is single mom with like second chance romance, which like I said, oopsie daisy. They're all really good books. My favorite though are Done and Dusted and Swift and Saddled. But I love that I read the whole series and we finished it. So pick it up. It's a cowboy romance. I love me a cowboy romance thanks to Lila Sage. She got me into it and now I can't get out of it. But that's totally okay because like yeah, she just knows how to write them and like they're so good. I promise you, you'll love them. They're great. They're amazing. This next book is a 5-star read for me by this author and like yeah, I none of her other books have hit like this, and I'm hoping her new book hits just like this one hit. But this book was amazing, and it's One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune. I would stay up until like 2, 3 in the morning, knowing that I had to work the next day, reading the book because it was that good. It was that good. So, is there anything in there? It sounded like there was something in there. Oh, there was the tabs. So I think I stopped tabbing at one point because I was just so into the book, but I did tab some stuff. It's a 5-star, it's amazing. So this girl, she goes to this like summer house that her that she takes her grandma to, and like it used to be one of her grandma's best friends and husband's like place, and they go there and she meets Charlie, and Charlie is just that guy. He is. And the rest is history. But I love their story together, how it happens, how it forms. It was just so good. Like, it's such a good book. It's very summary. They're like in the boat all the time, just having the time of their lives. And honestly, she needed that, and I needed this book. So if you need like a summer book, if you read only one book from this list, let it be One Golden Summer. It is so, so good. I promise you, I kid you not, you will not regret it. It's an amazing book and I love it. I love it. I promise you, you will love it too. Everybody says this is her best book, and I agree. Like I said, I haven't read her new book. I think it's called Our Perfect Storm. Yes, I haven't read it, but everybody says it's not as good as this one. So I'm like, why? But One Golden Summer, read it. And we have another series that I also read in high school, but it's so good. It is YA, but I love it. And I know some people won't agree, but I do. And it's this series. I don't know what it's called. It's by Stephanie Perkins. I don't know what the series is called, but anyway. So we have Anna and the French Kiss. So in Anna and the French Kiss, she goes to study abroad in France and she falls in love with a guy. The only thing that people don't like about this book is that he basically was cheating on his girlfriend. So that is messed up, and I understand, but the vibes of the book are really good. I love it. Then we have Lola and the boy next door. So she falls in love with the boy next door. And Isla and the Happily Ever After, I don't even remember exactly what it was about. So I guess she goes to Manhattan over the summer. So she goes. I don't know. I don't remember, but they're on the series. They're all kind of interconnected. They all kind of know each other. I promise you, it's so good. I don't remember what Isla and the Happily Ever After was about, but I do remember the other ones, and they were so fun. I think my favorite one in the series was Anna and the French Kiss, and then Lola, and then Isla. But they're such good books, and honestly, they're YA. You can finish one of these books in a day. Like they're that easy to read, and I love them. I promise you, they're fun books to just binge. Like, you can binge the series very easily. Would it be like a 5 star now if you're not in high school anymore? No, it will not, but it will be a really fun read. Just saying. Of a series that's not technically summery, but it to me it feels like summer because I read it in the summer, and it's the, I guess, Daughter of the Pirate King series. I'm not exactly sure what it's called. So we do have Daughter of the Pirate King, which is the first book in the series, and I love this book. I read it in the cruise when we went for my 21st birthday, and it was just, I feel like I'm getting all the diamonds off. And it was just amazing, and I love me anything pirates. So this was so good. So here we find out like she's the daughter of the Pirate King and everyone loves her and she's such a good pirate. Obviously, she falls for someone. We love a romance subplot. Then we have daughter of the Siren Queen, which is like her mom was a siren and her dad was a pirate. Um and they're just so good. Says this lady Jack Sparrow is back and she's fierce and wittier than ever. It's so, so good. I promise you, if you love anything pirates, you will love that series. It's so good. And the third book is Vengeance of the Pirate Queen. I have yet to read this one. I also don't like that they put real people on the cover. Why couldn't she have been animated just like the other one? I hate actual people on the cover, just like I hated the Summer I Turned Pretty ones, and then I got the other ones. I would have loved it if they would have kept it that way, so I would never repurchase the other ones with the new covers. I don't like, what's the purpose of that? Why? Why? Why do we want real people on our covers? Let pay an artist. Pay an artist. So I'm not exactly sure what it's about. It is not about the main character. So we're following somebody else in this book, but I'm excited to read it because it's about pirates. And I love me pirates, and look at that. Stunning. The stunning edges. Like I said, it feels very summery to me because it brings up the sea, and obviously in most places people go to the sea during the summer, unless you live in Miami and it's like always flipping hot, like Florida, I guess. It's always hot, so you can always be at the beach, but it just feels that way. And I read the first book on a cruise, so it was just like the summer vibes all around. But I promise you, if you love pirates, anything, you will love, like, you would love that. Like, I love the Goonies, Pirates of the Caribbean, all those things. It's just so good. Like, I used to have a Jack Sparrow locket. That's how intense it was. I just love pirate stuff. So the next book I recommend is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I am like so excited to read this, not to read this book, to recommend this book. Like, it's such a fun book, and it's a romance, and like I said, it's not necessarily like summer coded or it takes place in the summer kind of thing. It's just a good classic book that I feel like everybody should read, and I feel like summer is the perfect time to just read a classic because you just have more time in the day because the days are longer. So you can't even fight me on that. The days are longer. Um, so yeah, and I think it's such a beautiful way of seeing a romance that is so different to the romance that we have nowadays. There's obviously no smut and everything is like different between like her, like Elizabeth Bennet and Mr. Darcy. And it's just so beautiful and like such a beautiful story. And if for some reason you do not have time to pick it up, just watch the 2005 version with Keira Knightley. That's all I have to say. I haven't seen the show. I didn't love the show, the parts that I watched, and I'm probably gonna watch the new movie, but like no one's gonna hit like Keira Knightley. And I don't know his name, Mr. Darcy, but like he was the perfect Mr. Darcy. Like, I literally got the bust made of him, like of his version of Mr. Darcy. Yeah. Yeah. So read it, please. Read it. Just read it. Next is Heartstopper. All the volumes, they were all stuck. So I was only able to take one out. But it's such a fun series. Once again, not technically a book set in the summer because they're at school, not in the summer. But they're so good, and I love how it talks about like anxiety, eating disorders, like coming out. It's very coming of age. It's very inclusive. It talks about so many different things, and they're so supportive. And I just think it's beautiful. And I love Nick and Charlie's relationship. Like, they're just perfect for each other. Nick and Charlie are the standard. My dad opened the door. They're the standard. So do yourself the favor and read all of them. And the last and final volume comes out July 1st, I think, or July 2nd. So, yeah, read the whole thing. I promise you, they're so good. And there's a show on Netflix. So, like, watch the show too, because the show is so good too. Like, the actors are all so good. Like, they do so well. And I love it. I love it. It's like one of those, like, very heartwarming ones. And it's like a manga. And, like, the way it's done, like, the art style and everything is so beautiful. Just read it. Do yourself a favor and read it. The last book is Anne of Green Gables. I love this book. I think it's such a beautiful book. And it's like her personality gives very summer, but the vibes do give kind of like fall vibes. So you can kind of go whichever way you want. But Anne is the sweetest girl ever. She has the best outlook in life, which I wish I had that outlook in life, and I do not. And she has gone through way worse than I ever have. So yeah, she is an orphan. She gets adopted by this family. They wanted a boy, so they were like, we're gonna send her back. But then they felt bad. They kept her, and they're like, oh, she's too talkative. She's too this. She's too all of that. But then they end up loving her, and then she hates her orange hair. She wants to be a brunette, and she tries coloring it, but I think her hair turns green and stuff. And it's so good. It's so good. Honestly, it just feels like home. So I do have the whole series, and I plan on reading the whole series because Anne is just like this like spark of hope out there in the world, that she's gone through so many things, yet she always sees the best in everything. And I feel like we can all like use some of that. We can all use that hope and that spark in life. So yeah, go get it. But thank you guys for watching. I will see you in my next video. But yeah, bye.